Ladies and gentlemen, we are here today to check out a brand new death battle. The king of the Daywalkers, the master of slaying the undead, Blade, versus Buffy. I don't really know anything about her. I was about to make up some stuff. Anyway, let's hop in, check out the weapon, armor, and skills, and see who will win a death battle.
Blade versus Buffy.
The Daywalker versus the Vampire Slayer.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their
weapons, armor, and skills to see who would win a death battle.
They are known by many names. Revenant, Vortala, Nosferatu.
Vampires. When the moon is out and the night is
Well, technically speaking, Nosferatu was a vampire, like Dracula.
young, these undead demons are out for blood.
Fitting then that the greatest foe of those who stalk the night is the one who can walk the day. Blade.
Is that really his costume?
Hang on.
It was in the beginning.
Now there's a man who doesn't file his taxes. Blade is one of the coolest superheroes ever, and basically kickstarted the comic book movie craze.
And yet, he is also seemingly the only one who knows or cares that in the world of Marvel, vampires exist. Seriously, nobody talks about this.
Blade doesn't need anyone's help. He'll
He's
just
the only
farm
one.
farm by himself.
Even Blade's birth was hardcore. Just as the young Eric Brooks' mother was in labor, her attending doctor turned out to be the vampire Deacon Frost.
And he drank her blood right before she gave birth.
This infused Eric with Frost's vampiric blood, turning him half human, half vampire. A Dampier.
Giving him a ton of vampy powers, but none of their weaknesses like garlic, holy water, or sunlight.
Eric would hone these abilities under the tutelage of
All the strengths, none of the weaknesses.
vampire hunter Jamal Afari, sharpening him into a blade that would rape the vampire plague for good.
Blade is strong and fast enough
Nice.
to toss around 1,000-pound demons and cut bullets out of the air. He
Damn.
can keep up with Wolverine, who
Okay.
can deflect Cyclops' light-speed optic blasts. And his Kevlar DuPont armor helped him take the top of Count Von Stott's castle exploding.
He can heal small wounds immediately and sniff out the supernatural with his hypersenses.
Ooh,
Also,
nice.
his fangs can drain his victims of magical energies.
After studying the ways
Nice,
of Hong Kong kung
nice.
fu movies, Blade became a master martial artist. Ah yes, the Rufus from Street Fighter School of Kung Fu.
While the only martial art he's been stated to know is Krav Maga, we know he's mastered more. So, for the full scope of his martial arts ability, we'll examine the Blade movies as performed by Wesley Snipes.
By looking at
that's
Snipes'
cool.
training and choreography, we know Blade uses kung fu,
Shout out to Mr. Snipes for playing Blade.
capoeira, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, eskrima, kickboxing, Shotokan karate, and hapkido. Add on Blade's knack for stealthy takedowns, and I guess you could call him Marvel's Batman.
Blade's training progressed smoothly.
Oh, I get it. It's a double pun as Batman and a Batman. Boo.
Until
That was
Afari
bad.
was attacked and had his blood drained by Dracula. Seriously,
The
Avengers,
king of the vampires.
Dracula is real. Why aren't you doing anything about this? He's right there!
Forced to murk his surrogate dad, Blade would have to wage his war alone.
Nursing a wound
Aw.
within him that would never heal. A hole that could never be filled.
Not with that attitude. Blade took a page out of the Book of Boomstick and tried filling that hole with every kind of weapon imaginable. He's got so many, they're his apartment decorations.
Handguns, assault
So he also kind of went the Spawn route.
rifles, and explosives make up the brunt of his firepower. And he enjoys getting up close and personal with his dual acid-etched titanium katanas.
Speaking of
Awesome.
glorious Nippon steel, he's got a sword made out of adamantium.
Specifically, secondary adamantium, a variant of the metal that is mass-producible.
It may not be
Oh,
quite as strong
okay,
as
that's
Cap's
useful.
shield, but it can cut right through heavy hitters like Ultron and the Hulk.
Naturally, Blade has even more swords. His Atlantean ones can slice through magical enchantments. The Word
Hello?
Sword can harm intangible demons. And
Nice.
the Justiciar can slay fallen angels.
Yeah, he's got some weird stuff he can pull out of his ass, like a Hellfire
Golic gumballs. What the hell?
shotgun that burns your soul, or hypodermic needles filled with vampire blood. Seems kinda dumb to turn people
Wait,
into
what?
vampires, but it does
Why,
make them
though?
more vulnerable to Blade's arsenal.
All that pales
Oh,
in
that would be
comparison
why.
to the arch weapon of hell in Blade's possession. The breathing gun. It is
Oh.
a living firearm that hisses in the presence of demonic forces. Its sentient bullets chase its victims down.
So it's quite literally a living gun. Damn, now that's a bioweapon.
Wounds they cause cannot be healed, and if they get lodged in your body, they'll slowly devour you from the inside out.
Holy
They
crap.
can even hurt Hell Lords and even greater threats like the Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Blade took everything he had and fought his one-man war for almost 100 years.
He's battled hordes of vampires while skydiving, infiltrated
Incredible.
the Pentagon, and even took on Spider-Man like Miles Morales, who could absorb the energy of a bomb that could destroy Harlem. Blades even bested the spirit of vengeance, Zarathos.
And while he
Whoa.
occasionally allied with teams like
The being that gives the Ghost Rider his powers?
the Avengers,
Shit.
he prefers to work alone.
I probably would too if they only cared about me when I was helping them and not ridding the world of, vampires.
That, and Blade is scared of what he might do if he loses control, because he does have one classic vampire weakness, a thirst for blood.
I was just about to
Even
say.
more so after he had a daughter, Brielle, whom he avoided for fear of endangering her. If his bloodlust does
Wait. If he's half vampire, wouldn't she be a quarter vampire? Or at least third generation?
overwhelm him, he will
That's a
enter a
question.
berserker rage, skyrocketing his strength at the cost of his sanity.
Though it does make him even better at killing vamps. He's made a cottage industry out of whooping Dracula's ass.
Dracula is unsurprisingly powerful, capable of summoning a thunderstorm that covered
You know what? Now I would still like to see Blade and Moon Knight go after Dracula because of that one meme of Moon Knight being like, "Yo, Dracula, I smell you, bitch ass. Where's my money?"
all of Boston with a wave of his hand.
Drac apparently didn't hold a grudge though, since he eventually made Blade the sheriff of Vampires, a vampire nation in the
Ooh.
ruins of Chernobyl.
Amazingly, Dracula
awesome.
has even given Blade some of his own blood, which allows him to shapeshift into multiple forms, like a wolf, a horde of bats, or a cloud of mist.
So he can
Not
force
bad.
his way inside your body and blow you up from the inside out, Ant-Man style.
That's
With you
cool.
with the Ant-Man. Blade's hatred of vampires is only matched by his hatred of himself. However, when Brielle showed signs of vampiric powers, Blade finally found a reason to reconnect with his daughter,
Aw.
training her the same way Afari trained him a century prior.
Even after Blade was possessed by the first vampire ever and tried to take over the planet, Brielle put her dad's teachings to the test, saving both him and the world.
And proving that
did what
Blade's
was
lonely
right.
war need not be so lonely anymore.
did
With
what
his
was
daughter at
right.
his side, and also this plant creature pet called Boy Thing, let Marvel's
hell?
vampires beware. For should they indulge their unnatural urges, they will be sure to meet their end at the tip of his blade.
Haha. Nice.
Today's battle is sponsored by Prize Picks.
You know
Wow,
what's
these guys
awesome?
have been
Being
sponsoring
right,
y'all a lot.
especially when your co-host is always wrong.
Funny, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss the excitement of football season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Like I always am.
You're just boasting because Prize Picks makes it easy to play. All you gotta do is pick more or less on at least 2 players' stats. If you get your picks
More,
right,
less,
you can cash
more,
in.
more,
That's it.
less.
Prize Picks is the
less.
only app that offers
Whatever.
stacks, so you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. I'm picking more on
Oh.
Josh Allen's pass yards, rush yards, and touchdowns. I guess I'm just a positive thinker like that.
Well, I'm
pretty
positive that
good.
you totally copied me, because I'm picking the same. You followed me on the app and saw my feed tab, didn't you?
That's right, and you can too. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code DEATH to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup.
That's code DEATH to get $50 in lineups after your first $5
DEATH.
lineup.
Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
And now to find out about
In
Buffy.
every generation, there is a chosen one. She alone will stand against the vampires, the demons, and the forces of darkness. She is
those
the
aliens?
Slayer.
For thousands of years, a new Slayer would be granted incredible powers and was destined to die young in battle against evil, passing their powers on to the next Slayer and the next,
How was that done? Like, how do you get picked?
and so on. That is, until the newest Slayer would change everything. Buffy Ann Summers.
Not exactly the first girl you'd think is the savior of humanity. Buffy's only goals in life were, in her own words, graduate from high school, go to Europe, marry Christian Slater, and die.
But that would all change when the Watcher Merrick appeared and revealed
That's how. Okay.
her destiny.
Like, total bummer.
Merrick trained Buffy in the arts of vampire slang, and she became so efficient that she burned down her school. Whoops.
Yikes.
Forcing her
That's
and her
not
mom
good.
to move to Sunnydale, California to start a new life, far away from any more bloodsuckers and bad makeup.
Unfortunately, small problem, Sunnydale just so happened to be right on top of a hellmouth, where the boundary
Oh,
between Earth and
come
Hell
on.
is permeable.
Yeah, that sounds like the Valley, alright. Along with new Watcher Giles, Wallflower Willow, part-time bad boy, part-time sad boy Angel, magical retcon sister Dawn, and...
Retcon
Xander.
system.
Buffy
Okay, no love
and her
for Xander.
Scooby Gang
Why?
would battle a never-ending series of monsters.
And we mean truly never ending. Sure, there's the TV show, but Buffy has also been slaying vampires across video games, comics, and 128 novels.
God, that's a
Tens
lot.
of thousands of pages of Buffy lore you've never heard of.
But we're
I
just
don't read
crazy
them.
enough to speed read them all.
Buffy carries a variety of anti-vampire weaponry. There's wooden
Most
stakes,
commonly
of course,
wood.
sometimes dipped in gorgon venom that can turn you to stone. Though she's
Oh,
also
that's
experienced
not
with
bad.
axes, swords, quarterstaffs, holy water, just about anything.
You said it! When she fought an ancient demon unable to be killed by any weapon forged in his time, Buffy introduced his stupid ass to the 20th century.
RPG?
She's also a master of Aikido, Judo, Jiu-Jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, karate, kung fu, wushu, tai chi, kendo, capoeira, and taekwondo.
Buffy
Not bad.
apparently thinks Hong Kong's kung fu movie masters could learn a thing or two.
No kidding. Thanks to her Slayer senses, her reflexes are fine-tuned enough to dodge close-range Gatling gun fire, lightning bolts from the sky,
From a
and even
Cyberman.
beams of light. She's kept up with another Slayer, Faith, who can dodge laser beams from point-blank range.
Buffy's strong enough to bend rebar, punch this 4.5-ton bat monster into the air, and, smash hard enough to tear apart a building.
Oh my
Despite
god.
her lack of armor, she can
Don't need
survive
that.
massive explosions, like the one that destroyed Cephrilion's lair that's bigger on the inside.
She can even fight
Whoa.
blindfolded, but if she is injured, she heals fast enough to be totally fine by the next episode.
One time, Angel sucked out almost all of the blood from her body, and she survived. Doubly impressive
Wait,
since
so-
Angel's blood draining also drains magical energy.
Yeah, Buffy's own magic makes her
Huh.
weirdly resilient to esoteric attacks, like when she
So wait, what the fuck is the Angel then? Is he a vampire?
expelled
a
this
damn
misty
heel?
shadow demon trying to possess her body, or when she resisted her soul being ripped apart and scattered across time.
Or that time she jumped into a vat of boiling liquid so hot it could reduce people to skeletons, and she was just fine.
She might not show
Clothes
physical
kind of
scars,
dissolved.
but she sure has emotional ones. Being the Slayer put a huge burden on Buffy's life.
Unable to live normally, she felt isolated, forced to internalize the trauma she faced on a daily basis. Sure, she had friends, but they couldn't understand her unique struggle.
Like when Angel turned evil after he took her virginity and tried to
Oh.
destroy the world. That must be one of those
That answers that. Thank you.
metaphors.
Sometimes the worst enemies are the ones you can't fight and who don't fight back.
Made even worse by her having all the memories of the other Slayers bouncing around in her head, dating back to the Stone Age.
Buffy has dreamt
Damn.
of every battle a Slayer
Badass.
has ever fought, and can call upon those skills in a fight, even subconsciously.
But this includes the memories of their deaths. Countless women violently dying young, a reminder of her inevitable fate.
A fate that came to pass when she fought the Hell God Glory. After leaping into
Okay.
Glory's reality-ending interdimensional hole,
A glory hole, if you will.
Buffy sacrificed herself to save the universe, dying a hero's death.
It appears my glory hole joke was poorly timed.
Finally
Completely.
freed of her
Completely.
unfair earthly responsibilities,
Damn, she died at only 20. Oh my god, she died the year I came into existence. Damn.
Buffy's soul ascended to heaven in perfect bliss.
Aw, that's nice.
Until her friends brought her back to life in the agony of existence.
Oh, damn
This
it! What have you
absolutely
done?
crushed Buffy and, ironically, annihilated her will to live.
Oh, that's rough, Buffy. But with the
It's
show
like-
renewed.
I was dead. I was in heaven. I was being treated like royalty. And now I'm back in mortal flesh? What What the hell, guys?
For more seasons, she had to nut up and continue her endless crusade against all things Spirit Halloween.
I already
Buffy's battle
defeated
for
hell.
48 hours straight, defeated vampires immune to traditional vampiric weaknesses, and destroyed the Sword of Sano, which caused the Great Hanshin earthquake.
And of course,
Huh,
both Buffy
cool.
and her friends have defeated countless immensely powerful demons.
Like the Queller Demon, which arrived as a meteor and caused the Tunguska explosion, which destroyed over
Whoa.
2,000 square kilometers of forest. Or the Sorrow Demon, which caused a storm that
Sorrow.
blanketed Los Angeles.
She's
Sweet.
also a match for Angel, who survived a blast that could rupture a continental shelf, and took hits from Whistler, whose magic contained a bomb that could vaporize London.
She even faced
Ho, ho.
off against the first evil, literally the embodiment of all evil that predates reality itself.
Forced into
Lucifer?
battles against stronger and stronger baddies, Buffy clearly needed something to even the odds. The, Slayer safe!
It's actually a Bardiche.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
just
the
gonna
Bardiche.
say it. This thing is bullshit.
Containing the essence of Buffy's Slayer powers and created to defeat ancient demons, the scythe can deflect magical projectiles and slice through
Neat.
just about anything. Ghosts, magic, even space itself, destabilizing
how?
reality in the process.
Even Silas,
Okay, that's
the
how.
devourer of worlds, kinda like Galactus, but instead of chomping on planets, he eats the multiverse. And there goes his head.
The scythe
Oh,
is easily
let her
the most
roll.
powerful tool in her arsenal. In effect, attaining it completed Buffy, as though it were a piece of her she never knew was missing. With the scythe, Buffy was finally whole. Being the Slayer
Yeah,
was no
that would
longer
make
a
sense.
burden, but a purpose.
And by sharing her Slayer powers with thousands of girls around the world, they all teamed up and kicked the first evil's ass.
Suddenly, the always isolated Buffy had thousands of shoulders to lean on.
So
a
that's how
sisterhood
it
of
was
slayers.
ended.
And
Okay.
thousands more reasons for any wannabe demon conqueror to stay away from Earth.
Big ass
because
bat.
unless you want to get your blood all over her stylish yet affordable boots, you'll steer clear of Buffy, the Vampire Slayer.
Not bad. Not bad at all. I still say Blade has a
As
big
you know,
chance of
it's
winning this.
Skelletober.
You mean October?
No, stupid, it's the Skelletober Skellebration.
I don't get it.
Come on, don't you watch Death Battle Cast? And for the first time ever, we've got Skelletober merch on the Death Battle store.
Wait, isn't that just Skeletor?
Skelletober? Yeah, look at that head. Oh, I'm putting those stickers on everything. Wait, is that a pillow? We sell pillows now? Hell
Sweet.
yeah, I'll
Okay.
take 7.
You can find all that and more, including our limited desk mats that are selling pretty quick, at www.deathbattle.gg. That's
Incredible.
www.deathbattle.gg.
Happy Skelletober.
Alright, now it's time for the
All right,
battle.
the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a live-action death battle!
Live action? Oh, okay. I still say Blade is gonna win this. Live action. I think they've only done this once before. And it was way back when it was like Nightwing versus Daredevil, was it? I can't remember. It's just been so long. But if you know which one it was, put it down in the comments below to remind me. Because yeah, it's been a few years, so I can't exactly recall. Buffy has entered the fray. I'm actually not really curious how they were able to do this live action death battle. Oh no, I thought Blade entered, but no, not yet. There he is. And now,
We were kings long
Blade
before
has
they
entered.
had a name for kings. But now, starved, hunted, forgotten. You have waited long enough. Tonight, we remember who we were. Tonight, we take back what was always ours.
not so fast.
Tonight, we feast.
Whoop, that was the music cue.
That's just the start.
Ooh. Yeah, that's how you do it. Well, time to start slaying. CJ's just like, hey man, I'm here for the music, not the blood. Careful with how many shots you have. Yeah, there you go. Go back to some blades. There you go. Oh, right in the eye, yeah. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Not bad. A good work together, but that's not why we're here. Come on. There you go. Suplex. Holy light grenade. Yeah, that was indeed a sunlight bomb. Oh, even the TJ went out with some respect. Ah, he's been infected. Damn, look at that breathing gun. Wait a minute, that design. Hold on. I think I know that type of gun. The closest I could find, the closest I could find in looks of this one is what's called a Miser.
Wait!
Time to get the hell out of here.
It's just a kid!
She was infected. Oh, that is badass! Punch one blade into two. Good tactic. It's blade v blade. Come on, Blade. I got money riding on you. You can win this. You may only have 100 years of training and combat experience on your side compared to her thousands of lifetimes. But still, you also have vampiric powers without the weaknesses. She is still mortal.
You out your damn mind?
Come on, Blade, you can do this. Oh. Come on, Blade, win already. Oh, you at least dealt some damage, at least. Ah, damn it, he's calling upon the others. The strength of the others, I mean.
Amateur hour. There's always some motherfucker trying to ice skate uphill.
Ice skate uphill, I like that saying. I wonder, are the glasses really important? I thought they were just part of his outfit. Oh, you're using the breathing gun. Oh no! She just killed the gun! But now she's been shot by one of the bullets. That's the end of you. Buffy. I almost called her something else. Battle's over.
Another sword.
I see you cut through adamantium.
Bring it on.
A blade that can cut through adamantium. Now that is truly an ultimate weapon. Oh, look at that! Yes, that's how you do it, Blade. Win this. One more strike. Come on. Oh no! And a cut through space to decapitate him. Damn it! I honestly thought Blade had this. Ah! Well, too bad. You were still hit by that living bullet. It's just gonna consume you from the inside out.
Looks like you got ahead of yourself.
You'll just...
KO!
Damn.
To be Blade
Still can't
continued
believe it.
no longer.
Wait. It said, hold on. To be continued. Blade, or no, Buffy is coming back.
Surprised. I figured with Blade's many years of comic book history, he'd have the edge.
Believe it
days.
or not, Buffy is actually in more comics than Blade.
Oh,
Really?
damn.
Man, Blade can't catch a break.
Let's break this down into 4 categories. First up, stats. Buffy's lifted much heavier things and survived more significant explosions.
Like,
Damn it.
sure, Blade's strong and all, but he isn't literally fucking buildings apart like Buffy.
Scaling to the monsters they fought, compare Dracula creating a storm that covered Boston to the Sorrow Demon creating a storm that covered Los Angeles. A city over 5 times larger. You
Damn
might
it.
be able to compare
Fine.
Blade to Spider-Man like Miles, who absorbed a bomb that could blow up Harlem, but that's significantly weaker than Whistler containing a blast that could wipe out London. They could both dodge
Whoa,
light
okay.
beams, but that doesn't keep Buffy from taking the overall edge in stats.
Blade's used to being
Okay,
the odd man
okay.
out, though, so his versatility is just as important.
With Blade's numerous powers and massive arsenal, he certainly could have overwhelmed the more straightforward Buffy.
Machine guns and magic swords are generally gonna beat out crossbows and morning stars. Not to mention,
Yeah.
he actually wears armor.
Also, Blade's faster healing factor and immunity to traditional vampire weaknesses kept Buffy on the back foot for a time. Blade wins versatility.
But when it
That's
comes
good
to
for him.
skill, Buffy's got plenty of experience fighting armed opponents barehanded.
Both of them were masters of a similar number of martial arts.
And Blade has been kicking vampire ass for a century, way longer than Buffy's even been alive.
While Blade
Yeah,
may
that's
have
what I
more
said.
personal experience, Buffy's ability to draw on Slayer battles dating back to the Stone Age, at least 40 times older than Blade, gives her the superior skill. Even then,
And
they
that's a
both had
shame.
weapons and abilities so powerful they could end the fight instantly, regardless of all else.
They're trump cards. Fortunately for
final
Buffy,
weapons.
she actually countered almost all of what Blade could throw at her.
Withstanding Blade draining her energy with his bite? Check.
Resisting the Hellfire shotgun destroying her soul? Check.
Preventing
Yep,
Blade turning
check.
to mist and exploding her from the inside out? Check.
Meanwhile, Blade had no way to survive, say, Buffy's Gorgon venom turning him to stone.
And even with the deadly and just plain gross breathing gun, Blade
Oh, yeah.
did not have anything as potent as the Slayer sight. It could easily deflect the breathing gun's bullets back at him, or use its space-cutting ability to slice through his unbreakable adamantium sword.
Don't
Damn
believe
it.
us? Even Wolverine's adamantium skeleton was cut in half when a portal closed on top of him. That's the same kind of
Yikes.
thing.
And
That's
Wolverine's
painful.
beta adamantium skeleton is a much tougher version of the same metal.
Oh, and
True
since the scythe
adamantium.
could kill Silas, a multiverse devouring god, I think it could take down Blade with a big enough swing.
Giving Buffy the
Apparently.
final advantage over the Daywalker.
Really thought
Damn
Blade
it.
had a chance, but Buffy sure put a damn fear on things.
The winner is Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Well, I completely
Next
lost
time-
that belt. I bet. Ugh. Now let's see who will be onto the chopping block next week.
On Death Battle.
Dante? Ooh.
Subscribe and join as a member.
Who the hell is Clive? Oh, it's a Final Fantasy game. Huh. Well, I have never heard of that bustin', so I will be immediately placing my bet on Dante. Anyway, folks, that's going to be the end of today's video, and I hope you all enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Link to the original will be in the description below, and I'll see all of y'all next time when we flick back on. Till then, this is Fox, signing out. Peace.